Good morning, children. Hope you all are safe and good. So this is a part 4. As you know, children, I am making small videos and I am trying to cover one single topic so that you can understand. Okay, you can understand easily and you are able to see what is going on. Now, I in my last video, as I have explained you already, what is cell cycle, what is mitotic cell division. So here you all know about the interphase, about the mitotic phase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. If you will remember the diagrams and few steps, important points that I have explained you, then you will find it easy. It is very interesting. Now, as you can see, so today we will further start the chapter. As you can see in this, they are showing you in this diagram, you can see, children, they are showing you 1 to 6 points. Okay, it is a microscopic picture of a cell in which they are showing you all the stages from interphase to the till last telophase or division, cytokinesis. All right, so first one is interphase stage. Interphase means no division, no synthesis of DNA. Okay, cell remain as it is. So you can see first picture, as you can see here. Second one they are showing prophase. So prophase stage, we know the condensation of DNA, and I told you prophase is divided into two parts, early prophase and late prophase. So in the late prophase, what will happen? Nuclear membrane starts dividing in the late prophase. Okay, and we will get the sister chromatids that is attached to the centromere, and spindle fibers appear between the daughter centrioles. So just remember like this: nuclear membrane and nucleus disappear. Okay, third one is metaphase. So you can say in the equator, at the equator side, all the chromosome line up in the center, middle one, M for middle, M for metaphase. So remember, center part you can see here also. Third picture. Now fourth one, they are showing us anaphase. So during this, what will happen? Sister chromatin separates from each other and they start moving to the opposite poles due to the contraction of the spindle fibers. Okay, now then after this, fifth you can see. Fifth is the telophase. So what happened? Telophase, two set of daughter chromosome, they are starting reaching into the opposite poles. Okay, chromatids thin out in the form of chromatin fibers. Nuclear membrane is formed also. Okay, and we will see the cleavage furrow, it will start. Then is cytokinesis. Cytokinesis means cleavage furrow deepens totally in animal cell and separate into a two daughter cells. Now 6 you can see, each chromatid of the daughter chromosome lengthens, become thinner, turns into a network again, nuclear membrane regain and reappear, and nucleus also reappear. Okay, and the last one, 5 and 6 you can, fifth also, and that is telophase, and 6 is the division of the that cells, daughter cells. So all 6 are given, and in short also it is written. Okay, so please have a read. Now what is the significance of mitosis? So I have already explained you the significance of or importance of cell division. So the points are same only. Okay, it helps in the growth, repairment and replacement of the cell. So as I already explained you, what is the difference between mitosis and meiosis cell division. What is the mitosis and meiosis cell division? So first one is growth. Growth means increase in the body size. So increase in the body size due to the formation of new cells in the tissues. So this mitosis, remember always, it always occur in the somatic cells. Somatic cells means, somatic cells are those cells of the living organism other than reproductive cells. So as you know, our bone cells, our muscle cells, our nerve cells, all are the or blood cells, all are comes under somatic cells. Okay, now so it helps in the growth of the body, repairment, replacement. Asexual reproduction means they do not need, they are independently are able to divide into two daughter cells. Okay, and fifth point is, the last point is, they maintain the same chromosome number in daughter cells. Now, as you know children, mitochondria and chloroplast, they are very important cell organelles, and they both, I have already explained you in my cell organelle video, that they both contain their own DNA. Okay, so they have their own genes. They have the ribosome also, mitochondria and chloroplast, so that they can easily produce their own proteins. Now they have their own DNA, so they are independently able to divide it. They can from one mitochondria they can produce more mitochondria, like this chloroplast also. So but the last point, as you can see, you should remember that mitochondrial division is guided by the nucleus genes. So nucleus also help in the division of mitochondria. Okay, and through the ribosomes, cytoplasmic lysosomes. Okay, so always remember they both are capable of dividing by its own, as they have their own DNA. Now, how old are some of our body cells? So our eye lens, nerve cells of cerebral cortex and muscle cells, they are just dividing lifetime, but once they are dead, they are not replaced. These things also I have already explained you, but again I am just explaining you. Skin cells, every 2 weeks they are continuously dividing. RBC, I told you their lifespan is 120 days and they are easily replaceable. Now bone cells are also every 10 years our bone cells replace, but in adults also, but not in that duration. Their duration time will decrease. Now epithelial cell, which is the our lining of the gut and all, intestines and all, they are replaced every 5 days. Then again 15 days of our gut cells. Liver cells are replaced every 300 to 500 days. Okay, now meiosis. Children, one thing you should remember, that this is not in your course. Okay, in the 10th class only, they will ask you in board exam only mitotic cell division questions will come, not from the meiosis. It is not in your course, but if you the introduction part is there, so that I am explaining you. Okay, so meiosis is also called as reductional division producing gametes. Okay, so it is a cell cycle that produces sex cells or gametes. So sex, you can see here, sex cells and gametes. So it takes place in the reproductive cells. So as you know, in the males, reproductive cell is testis, whereas in the females, reproductive cell is ovary. Okay, so testis produce sperms and ovary produce ova cells or egg cells. Same as in the class 8 and 9, in the lower class I have explained you that plants also, they have stamen, and or you can say in the 9th class only I have explained you androecium and gynoecium. So this androecium, which is stamen, it contains anther. Okay, so anther is a male part, and ovary, which is a gynoecium part, contains ovule, so it is a female part. So pollen grains are the male gamete in the plants, and female gametophyte you can say, or ova cells you can say, it is present inside the ovule, which is the female part. Okay, so now what is the main point of this mitosis? It is written in the second paragraph that the number of chromosome in the sex cells is half. During the cell division it becomes half, that's why it is called as reductional cell division. Okay, now out of the 23 pairs, I told you 46 chromosomes are present in the human body. Okay, so 46 chromosome means 23 pairs. So out of 23 pairs, 22 pairs are of comes from the mitotic cell division, and only one pair comes from the single chromosome, that is comes from the meiosis, which is a sex. So 22 are somatic cells, and one is of sex chromosome, okay, which define whether the individual or organism is male or female. Okay, so when the male and female gametes fuse during fertilization, the normal doubled or diploid number of chromosome is reacquired. So diploid, I have already explained you what are diploid, what are haploid, what are the diploid organism or cells, what are the haploid organism of cells. And always remember it, diploid always expressed in 2n, which is a mitotic division cells, okay, product of, and haploid single n. Okay, so here this is just introduction part. Here you can say picture. So it already written, it is extra part, not in your syllabus, but please, I'm just telling you. First is first picture you can say chromosome. It is a diploid cell, 2n is written, and it is in chromosome is in condensed form here. Here what happened, they will do chromosome arranged in homologous series. Okay, one is blue, one is green arranged. Now from this diploid, it is first reductional division, it will divide into 2n, 2 haploid cells. So here you can see the chromosome number become reduced or become half. Further in the second division, it further becomes half. So second time it is reducing. So this further and further reduced reduction of the chromosome we can see here. So it is a highly complex, but you will study this meiosis in the class 11 and 12th in the higher classes. Okay, now what is the significance of meiosis? So I told you chromosome number become half. It is a mixing of gene, the paternal maternal get mixed up, and it will form a homologous pair. Homologous pair means they have both one pair from the mother and one pair from the parents. And this crossing over, chiasma and all this I will explain you in the chapter number in detail, in the chapter number next chapter number 3. So just remember, in your course meiosis will come only. Now here you can say I have already explained you, few differences are given and their points are there, key points are given. Okay, somatic cell, I told you, other than reproductive cells, all other cells, bone cell, muscle cell, blood cells, and all the cells comes under somatic cells. So don't confuse what is somatic. Okay, so mitosis, cell division occurs in somatic cells, and meiosis, reproductive cells. Okay, and just for gamete formation means sex structures, sex cells formation. It reproduce 2 daughter cells, it produce 4 daughter cells, it continuously going on, and it is only reproductive active stage. Full set of chromosome, which is diploid, half set, which is n, single nuclear division, here nuclear divide 2 times or many times. We will get the identical, we will get the difference, variations can see. Okay, so already written in the last one, homologous chromosome crossing over variation. These 3 terms we will discuss in the chapter number 3. Okay children, so thank you. Read the chapter in a homework. I hope you understand. If you will read it, then you will understand, and whatever are your queries, please note down and I will clear it. I will for sure clear it in the class. Okay, so thank you and have a nice day.